Hi, welcome to this edition of Hardtack. I am Clint Allen, and after this horrific second plane coming down in Philadelphia, there's a few things that I want you to consider. This is two parts. One part, I'm just going to give you some information here for you to think about, and stupidity that is already out on social media. Second part is a bunch of interviews of people who've seen this firsthand. Some of the descriptions I did have to cut out. Very gruesome, but either which way. Mindset here, real quick, as in the background you can see aerial photos of the crash during the daytime here. You need to stop believing crap on social media. You also need to stop believing crap on legacy media, and probably stop believing anything that any politician says. They're all lying to you. When I log in to social media per se, I just log in as using the system. I don't actually go and put a login in there for my account. I don't want a computer telling me what I should be watching. All right, you get this? Okay. So here's some of the crap and some of my own personal things that I have seen now just in this crash. Mid-air collision with a UFO. Yep. Always got to bring in the aliens, don't we? When we don't understand something. I rank this up as just, crap happens. All right, it is what it is. If you actually go to experts, the experts have a hypothesis that somehow, because of the way the fuel is spread out in these specific little airliner, this little plane, that it could have lost its ability to fly and ended up actually going down backwards because it was too heavy in fuel in the rear of the plane. The future will tell, and we're not going to know for about 2 years, all right? That's the fact. The FAA is not going to come up with a final conclusion for about 2 years. So anything until you hear the official document from the FAA is all bullshit until you see that. Here's for all the biblical people. This is what's already social media floating around. The kid was not meant to live. The soul of that child has a more important future, and God brought down that plane in order to take that soul and put it in its right place. All right, and I'm not going to start a holy war here, but are you aware that there is 10,000 religions in our little rock, third from the sun? You getting where I'm going here? All right. My own personal observation, we're lucky to be in America. We really are. Look at these videos, look at the plane going down, the crash, the explosion, and think to yourself, that is what war looks like. Take that in. That is what war looks like. Are you aware on a daily basis, across seas, this is what people live with? Think about that for a moment. Here's one personal observation. Why last night was the ATF on site taking pictures and videos? I find that to be a bit strange. Don't want to go down the old, rabbit hole per se, but ATF on site, tobacco and firearms, taking pictures and videos. Very, very, very strange. Another personal observation, and this just falls underneath crap happens, but my own personal observation, January 1, 2 EV trucks, one down in Louisiana, one over in Nevada, Las Vegas, boom, and terrorist attack and explosion of a truck. So 2 trucks, 2 situations. We have 2 airline crashes real close to each other, and we have 2 school shootings. Like everything's happening in twos. Just an observation, okay? It's just something I wanted to point on out to you. Let's see here. The cartel shot the plane down in order to start a war with America. Yep, this is what's floating around. Look, okay, there's a lot of stupid people out there. And the reason why we have gotten in the human population of where we're at is because the dumbasses kill themselves or die because they're too stupid to live, all right? Opening your door while backing up, most vehicles now will put the vehicle back in park. Not wearing your seatbelt while driving. Instead of, having an accident, you go through the windshield. These, having to have a cup of coffee that says contents are hot. These are the things that are causing us to have the issues that we have in this world of not being able to get rid of the stupid people. Now, if you fall out of your car and the car drives over your head while you're backing up because you left the door open and you're looking out the door, you're too stupid to live. But sadly, these people now have so many safeguards that they are living. So that's just points and stuff that I wanted to bring to you for you to consume, think about. And right here is a bunch of actual eyewitness videos of what people seen firsthand. If you have problems with queasy stomach or whatever the case may be, you might want to just flip away from here. But until our next hardtack, take a look at these.
Yeah, great. And I just want to be very clear, you are not a police officer. You have a family member who is a police officer, but you were here at the scene. What did you see?
Basically, I heard a loud roar, then saw a fireball in the sky. It was nosediving, and blew up right on the block. Just nosedived straight down.
And what did it hit? It just hit the concrete, and that's when things caught on fire?
Yeah, I actually saw a body fly across the street.
What went through your head when you saw this?
I need to help them.
And what'd you do?
Ran over there, looked for people that were alive. Couldn't find any. Then first responders got there and they said, "Hey, get back." I was like, "Okay," and tried to attend to medical aid as much as I could.
Okay. You have a family member who's a police officer, but again, I just want to stress, you just happened to be in this area. What were you doing at the time? This is a very busy area at this time of evening.
I was just hanging around with some friends, and that happened. I was like, "Oh, time to shoot in the action real quick."
Yeah. In light of what's been happening recently with current events in Washington, D.C., when you saw this plane come down, what went through your head?
At first, I was like, "Oh no, it's a terrorism attack." But once I saw it on fire in the sky, it was definitely something failed in the air, hit something in the air, and came down.
Yeah, and you live in this area, correct?
Yes, I live right by Frankfurt College.
Yeah, we have all said we have never seen quite a response this large. We have police, we have fire. They are incredible. They arrived on the scene just moments after this occurred. Is that right? And what happened as soon as they arrived?
They shut it down. A lot of people were panicking. Actually, a female ran off the bus on fire.
Wait, what do you mean she ran off the bus?
There was a bus that was going past, and her jacket was on fire when she ran off the bus.
So you're saying that the plane came down and struck a bus?
Yeah, a bus was going down Cotman,
Okay.
and I guess the explosion hit it and caught on fire.
We're also hearing that there was so much debris that was falling on the cars. What did you see as far as that?
I definitely saw debris falling. There's all over Cotman. And, I mean, I was scared to run in, but at that point, you can't get scared.
Okay, and have you just been out here on scene? We've seen so many people just pulling up in shock. A lot of people are trying to get home tonight. Have you had any trouble navigating your way home?
No, I have so much family out here. I'm just sitting here chilling with them until probably 3 a.m. Then we'll head out.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for talking. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Jay.
Tell me what we're live, so just tell me what you saw. I know you're really...
At Bath and Body Works, getting some stuff for me and my sister. Sorry, and out of nowhere, just everything just shook. I thought like the buildings fell or something. I look outside and then all you see is a huge explosion. I look outside and bam, you see all this fire. And then I started shaking and then I see a person running on fire, and it was just...
So you saw a person on fire running, right?
Yeah.
Because I saw a video of that, but you actually saw that, right? So once again, are you running outside? Tell me what you're doing.
I didn't know what to do. I was just there. I was just shook because it's like something crazy. You know, you just see somebody on fire. Like that's something you see in a movie, but like you see it in person. It's just very like.
Did you see what ended up happening to that person? Were they able to run? Were they able to put out the fire or get on the ground or anything?
I lost sight of them, and I was also like shook because I seen that happen. It's just like, yeah.
You see all that fire in such a heavily populated area. Like, what's going through your heart? Is your heart racing? What is going through?
Like, there's just so much things going on because like I was just there like a minute to 2 minutes ago, right before, and then I walk in the store, and then as soon as I walk in, maybe I was in there for 30, 40 seconds. You look behind and you see an explosion. It's like I was late, maybe by like, I made it after like 2 minutes. If I was 2 minutes late, I was like right there.
So obviously you're grateful, you're thankful, because I've heard from other people that they could have been there, they could have just been, feet, yards away, and you're feeling that same emotion?
Yeah, I was literally there. If I was 2 minutes late into that store, if I waited at a light or something, that could have been me right there. So it's very...
Did you see the plane? Did you, not like falling, but did you see pieces of the plane? What did you see? You saw the man on fire, because I saw, but what did you see around him? Was it cars? Was it just him or her?
It was just a lot going on, so I don't really remember. I can just remember like the person on fire. It's just, I can't get that out of my head. So yeah.
What's your name?
Hasnain.
Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that.
You just hear everybody say, get down, get down, get down. When everybody say get down, we all get down. But I just see the plane is getting lower and lower and lower. It nipped the house. When it nipped the house, it hit a couple cars. Boom! And to the plaza, and to the Dunkin' Donuts, everywhere. I've never seen nothing like that a day in my life. I have never seen nothing like that. You got dead bodies over there, cars burnt up as I showed you from the gym.
On a Roosevelt, and I see it like explosion. Like I thought it was a rocket coming in. I'm like, is this coming to me? And I would shut my eyes, like, boom, and I see explosion like mushrooms. I have a little video, like a smoke, but after it, I can show you. But then I don't see what's happening, and I go straight down, and I see like people coming back and forth. I see police coming and everybody's coming back this way, and I see like, oh, what's going on? Like, is this the end of the world?
So you were in disbelief when you first saw it?
Yeah, I was in shock. I'm still in shock. Like, this is insane. Why can this happen? And before that, to be honest, in my mind I thought like, what if the rocket would because I'm from Ukraine, right? And there's war. There's always rockets coming in and stuff like that. And then I see like things flying. Like, no way, the war started again? And you say, you never know.
How did it sound? Describe what it sounded like to you.
I didn't hear the sound, but I saw the big light and I saw the explosion.
Okay.
The explosion. I was like, is this illusion or something else?
Were you scared? Did you come running closer to see what was going on?
No, I
or?
just stopped. I was just looking around and I see the smoke.
I actually have a 10-year-old here. His name is Declan. Hi, Declan.
Hi.
Declan, so tell everyone what you saw on the way home from hockey practice.
So I saw blinking lights coming from the sky, and I just saw them going down and down and down. And I came home, I watched TV, I saw the news, and now I'm here.
So you saw that plane literally come down from the sky.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
really scary.
Wow, and you were with your dad?
Yeah.
Yep. Tell me more about what you guys were thinking. That had to be really scary to see.
Yeah, it was really because we didn't know what it was. I just saw blinking lights. I thought it was like something for the plane landing, but then I just got home and I saw it and I was like, dang, I just witnessed it. It was like, it was pretty scary.
Did you happen to see any flames or any explosion, or just kind of see the plane go down?
Yeah, I really just saw the plane go down. It was just white blinking, and then, yeah, that was it.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for telling me your story.
You're welcome.
All right, Yuki, so you just heard from Declan. He was with his dad coming home from hockey practice when they say they saw the plane come down.
Joining me now is Jimmy Weiss. Jimmy, you saw this entire event unfold.
Pretty much. Some people sent me videos, but we were right here and we heard a loud explosion and then saw the aftermath of flames and smoke. Common sense dictated that I not get close to it, and then very quickly just a cavalry of police and first responders. God bless them for going into harm's way. And we heard that there was like a medical transport. It was a couple doctors transporting a patient to like Memphis or somewhere, something with an M, or I'm not exactly sure, but that there might have been 6 people on board. And then we think it may have broken apart above the mall, because there's plane parts in the mall parking lot, but then it hit like at Cotman and around Leonard Street.
So you were over in this area, of course, a busy time of night. People are here getting dinner. That's what you were doing?
Yeah, just walking around, figuring out where we might get something to eat.
In the immediate aftermath, how soon before police started to arrive and people started calling 911?
It seemed like within a minute you could hear sirens approaching, and then it just swarmed. They were just an immediate response.
And Jimmy, in light of what just happened in Washington, D.C., what went through your mind immediately when you saw that plane go down?
Well, you don't want to think you don't want to think the worst things, but obviously it's very concerning to have 2 aviation disasters so close together when we haven't had one really in quite some time. So it's concerning for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're with your family, is that correct? What did you guys do as soon as you saw the police starting to move in?
We just kind of sat there with our jaw dropped. We started to inch a little closer, but then the police started cordoning everything off. So I didn't want to get too close because it just looked bad. Yeah. And other people were running towards it, and too many cooks spoiled the broth, so I didn't need to be in the way.
Now, if somebody is just joining us and did not hear the beginning of our interview, people are saying that it sounded just like a bomb was going off. Is that what it felt like to you?
It felt like the ground shook, and you could hear it was a loud boom. It was startling, for sure.
Yeah. Did people start running toward the scene? My understanding is that people were running toward to try to get video as opposed to running away from this scene.
Yes. A lot of people did do that. I'm not that person, so I'm not taking videos. Like when I go to a concert, I want to hear the concert, not film the concert. So I just kind of stayed back, let everybody else take care of it, and let first responders, arrive and do their due diligence. I'm not looking for a second explosion. So once I hear one explosion, another one might come after it. So I have children, and they want me home tonight. And sadly, some people, won't have that luxury today. It's very sad.
Jimmy, people who are not from this area, can you describe what this area is typically like right around dinner time, and what kinds of people, how the traffic situation was? Because, of course, as this comes down, it leads to a major incident with fire after that explosion. And this is a very busy time of day.
This is a pretty busy area. It's Cotman and Bustleton. It's, the Roosevelt Mall's been here my entire life. People are getting something to eat. They're shopping. There's a lot of restaurants. There's a lot of commerce here. So it's typically pretty busy either way, even with the weather.
Yeah. Jimmy.